Good morning, lovely viewers. Good morning, Ahantaman. Good morning, Western region. May you sure to be anu here and pay so yasan yatna se. You better come out. This is West Coast TV. Nourish your West Coast morning. And I pay you be so them. You mamma then. You be more hot then. School court then. Bibi are come on. So bibi are come on. No, yen so you were high so young ye pa. Sunday without you. We can't do this show without you watching us, This is another edition or the Thursday's edition of West Coast Morning on West Coast TV. Yeba will continue the show with our motivation and the discussion with Cosmos. Stay tuned. You welcome back and you're still watching West Coast Morning on West Coast TV. And I pay motivation kakra yezin my when there also be kind. Be kind. Say you need to be kind. It doesn't mean that you should spend money on people or that is how most of us see it. Being kind means saying good words and they be a gentle word, a smile, or a helping hand. Njo, nti be a smiling to someone, maybe a be greet the person, smile to the person because we are saying ankasa no yesho enwa. Nti say if also the word the koka ho ano akwa bibi or one, they always give a smile to people. When you see someone, greet a person and smile. A gentle word, how are you? You look good, you look nice. Ni na no so o ma bi wo hwa nimpa no nyama bebebre na rekoda na or fema on tasks. So when you keep on saying these words to people, they feel at ease. Until I say, be kind today, not because the world always deserves it, but because kindness keeps your heart light. A smile, a gentle word, and a helping hand. These little acts can change someone's whole day. You never lose when you choose to be kind. So as you step out today, be kind. Choose words. Choose gentle words. Give a smile. Keep on smiling to people so that the world, ankasana, it will be at ease for people. In there on the show, no, you better share. I think some years back, and a World Cup be called on under 20, if I am right, under 21 Ghana. Here we need tournament B. Enjoy your best share near some. And also, no, in the course of the show, and also our political communicators will join us and the discussion will continue. So as I am waiting on my producer and Cosmos to join me, Yeroshe, na ye bisa there that very day, that very year na Ghana, you were born. Where were you? That is on this day, in the 16th October 2025. No, that was in the 16th October 2025. That was 16 years ago. 16th October 2009. Ghana, you were Yeah, sure, right. I think the last time I was talking to Cosmos, now Mr. Brazil for the Million Punk, I won't qualify to World Cup. Why? Because when you bought into that very day, where were you? How did you feel? And I feeling or then on a penalty, for 4-3, I yet to be winning World Cup in Egypt. It was the first time on the African, or that is the African nation to win a tournament. So Cosmos is here with me. Oh no, born a day. Me, abo bola. Born able be another coach.
Oh,
Abo be that.
Our ball my way baba like as in more busy ball more before both teams nowadays. But yeah, she's a small procedure indicate some crumble.
Okay, I know come Miss Cabo, but Saturdays you have done.
Yes. Mele mom is the maximum mele Saturday ne small pussy wale. Can't a busy boy baba. Maintain on many more, but that's busy boy. Me a monk some year the administrative ejimam farmer bear. The article I'm gonna team. Boko call boy na mekana why they come mobile. Mammy kakala maba. Come my idea baba. It's more be but that's more support on my bed.
And that was 16 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, 2009. Yeah, we in Ghana. That was a World Cup, right?
Yes.
World Cup under 20 World Cup in Egypt. And see, your take on this?
Okay, so answer na yako was a World Cup. Can't get World Cup in Africa. Answer na yako World Cup. You need to qualify. Maybe what special qualification become a World Cup, but what special qualification? Me, so for African Cup of Nations under 20 year. The kakuma could be. Here can determine case Akobia and Akalokobia. So I think ni made the second, I think third. You ever qualify to FIFA World Cup. In this and I can the yellow World Cup, remember the World Cup, and Ghana, yellow World Cup because Ghana first the winner, first runner up in the second, yet chose a position. I mean, we as near your own group stage. Until Nakela Kobe, but because more crab at the end, remember the qualification the two different ways into Ghana yellow call the next AFCON the last AFCON so yes we more in there but the next World Cup here could be I come crab there that's under 17 and 20 there but African Cup here the Kakuma could do African Cup you can determine World Cup is Akobia and Akobia so that year 2009 more you winning also FIFA World Cup I'm here winning Africa Cup of Nations for under 20
Okay.
Making my money the opportunity to qualify to the World Cup.
Okay.
Until your holy World Cup so Yamenza Yadome. Your guy said the very first time more.
Come on the day you holiday.
He was a captain. So before then the day you are Ghana Black Stars.
Okay.
2008 African Cup of Nations. He will be but he was too young.
Okay.
Like the chicken. A lot of people were questioning Mena small boy here, but blasters more in will it in your ball right upon him, cotton, your money, then, but then the long goes as again how the FA then thought KB Oka he needs to mature a little bit. Although they are very under 20. I think that time he was around 19 years or so. Okay. He was very under 20, then he captained also under 20 team from the Africa Cup of Nations to the World Cup. Yeah, only also World Cup, but until the day are you the holiday. He kept holiday. He was a captain.
Okay, and to say if the day Ayu was the captain, I think he's been a key player in Ghana football, is that?
Yes.
But mostly, Ghanaians and Kasane, we don't recognize or we don't praise our own because even with this World Cup qualifier, I'm not even seeing him there. Where is he?
Okay. They assistant.
And some retire.
Yeah, bunny. Age who a performance. Our ball in so. It care man did before.
Now 2009.
Yes.
I said.
It was around 19 years.
19 plus 16 years. My day born
there. How many years? That's 35 years. That is even if he was 19 and bad. That's 35 years.
Maybe should we say he used football agent?
No, football. No. You believe there's something
but still Ronaldo is still playing. Ronaldo is still playing.
Okay, so you ask yourself, okay, Ronaldo pume you say boy. Age mate na ye benimba. Ronaldo ni Messi be situation, they are rare situations. They are 1 in a million situations.
Okay.
Many ana ye be call football at that age
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here baby man how we are built and how more young ones there. Can't get there as an African we exert a lot of energy. I think because of that my year worn out in there. The average African player around 35 a ball a end the crime. Okay. Year kinds of there the day performance be that. Mommy, my favorite all-time favorite blaster player they are you.
I know.
Oh yes, but I will not advocate care about my whole World Cup unless of course on a ceremonial means you say okay, my guy my ye lazy ye let's say no as his final cover stage for a football wallet. See years or dear, but care ne call because of performance there be man. Let's say that because you have a lot of young guys about come on they are playing very well. See I ye chino do de bezua can I the day I use na have blasters.
Okay.
Because in 2008, 2007 when he entered the blaster fresh, there were many more so they gave him a Ghana chamber. But because of how many men a performance didn't he heard the many Kebejina in America. If it does around this timing, you were around 33, 34, 35 years Kenya. It has on a performance and as it stands now, the day are unity. He will do. He doesn't play for any football team.
Hey.
Yes. Indeed, back to also under 20. I don't know. That time I went
2009. I'm trying.
2009.
2009. I'm trying to recall where I was, but I remember 2009 might be in Agonapanta or Topo. Hey, 2009 no more walking
Okay.
2009, 2010. Hey, I was still young.
2009 no more GHS2. I remember you teach a big alley class. And can't get on the cams you Ghana you win the World Cup. We had that notion aside under 17. Ne under 17 year ne Ghana ne other African countries, Nigeria and other African countries don't win the
Okay.
A bani under 20 ne the senior level they nearly win the So we had this notion our level you come you can win the So going into that final with Brazil, a Biela didn't even have the hope say you win. Our players were good. As at that mommy, I was all set of players. I was all under 20 boys. Say, no because aside 2006 World Cup made my first tournament, major tournament more for the Blasters. All that I saw was there was an African Cup of Nations being played. More when the Ghana, but you won more. That is 2006 AFCON. Then we went into the 2006 World Cup. Ghana yelled there. From there, I made the care Ghana work rugby, but cause some competition be. That is 2007. Although guys move in 2009. Although time number under 17. Come 2009, they were under 20 boys. By 2007, they were under 17 boys. They were under 17 boys. In Tinubu was all I think Japan is a Korea 2007 under 17. So they were the first set of under a junior team more. Meshadala won care ball. So from there under 17, then they went to under 20. I remember they had players like Daniel Opare, Sadiq Adams, Ransford Osei, I've forgotten a lot of them. But wale under 17 ball. Me want like a say oh, is a so you qualify me call you know doku under 20. So I knew those boys from under 17. I knew if Mahaka Biela I could remember Ransford or say Sadiq Adams and Daniel Opare.
Okay.
So I knew them from the under 17 stage. In the name is ball, but because under 17 they were fourth or so. It is a Germany, is a Spain. Okurualia in the semi-finals, Okurualia in the third place game, in the fourth.
Okay.
So it means the kind of materials money you there for under 17. So but under 20 ball is a man start to come crane. Even African camp make crabby. what I realized was yeah, but World Cup, and I knew this boy is Kebos under 17 but under 20, together with the Ayew Mane and this guy. There's this guy we make a rally, Kuja Samoa. And the day Ayew blast as Yeba Valveza, Kuja Samoa, the day Ayew ne. There's this type of the boy Samuel Linku.
Okay.
Yes, they were taken to the junior team to go and help them. Into Bohole under 20, name is clear materials me with them. They are very good materials. But I never anticipated because you win World Cup.
Okay.
Ghana, you final. You're in Brazil of all nations. Brazil. You can World Cup. We have to ball in more minimum a bill a year. But can't pay Brazil by national team. See, bounce by it was a jiking, and it's normal with anything where you have to belani. You cannot dominate the Bella Maya Bella forever until you go to a point more. Ghana will yell Brazil. Do ne yesha fit too much kese kwe you because ne Brazil and the Brazil ko by the end the ball is 0-0. And there's one thing with me. Say Bobo ball na say Bokochi penalty. No matter how good my team is, penalty the musical be like win.
Okay.
Penalty dear man. Into when we go to penalty the musical say by Brazil win, say by Cameroon you win. And in that match, I'm here the underdogs. I'm here year ratings between the two teams. Year ratings was
yeah.
Indeed, say be more rating was right and they won't call near penalty there. Say lack smiles on us. Yeah, you come here winning ahead of Mama. And you were a penalty. I think one of our guys sports a penalty there.
Okay.
And with the interview, they say it was a penalty. You a little lie. He say Radimo. Okay, what penalty did that? A bill a penalty, then the guy sports a penalty, say Radimo. But on that day, one person who did so well for Ghana, a goalkeeper.
Okay.
Your goalkeeper, he did so well. I think it should a penalty 2, so it should have 1 York, but what could be doing down there? Then there is a new world champion more is in Africa. Near Bieli City Chin. As it stands now, since 2009 up to now, African country Bella win the World Cup.
Okay.
Scamper, I think Morocco they've made it to. Scamper about under 20 World Cup.
Ah, yes. Okay, like since that 2009. 2009. And I did because Ghana you know more ball ya shade did zona.
I said they were a mere man in.
And mom let you.
There's an under 20 tournament ongoing now. Morocco
World Cup.
Morocco for final.
Eh.
Yes.
Then we are not being fair. Like Anaka Yako being Timo Yahweh.
Also, the normal with football. Football with team no man. Now more I school games here. But you school film man. Okay, you don't follow again. Also, but you say I for games now say. Never bother.
Ah, Unity Academy.
Eh, deal to come busy about.
Unity Academy of ball.
Yeah, hockey. You hear school. But come some more teachers in
Mzam that mason teacher.
Unity
student,
teacher.
And more than them.
Students. So it's not like we are not being fair to them. Also football there was there. Say what team ya hana one. We interest will ball in you. I said that so unless of course I like at all. My country Ghana hana, but I've taken a country like country in Pebojo Quantibo more than one support. But same one in the tournament matter. But after 2009, yep, can't care. It's can't pay. Yes, set a certain benchmark. Okay, you're really winning. Into any other competition, Bella, it's either you are winning and okay, we are getting close to winning. I think 2011 or 2013 or so. My France might be winning. Ghana holiday, US a third and fourth. Although, Clifford Abuaje more than we've had some good performance. Just that because you won't win be a chinty, any other performance less than winning it, I said that you can't mojoko. It's just for the last, I think, just before 2020, Malabai performance. I think 2019 Malabai performance in the junior tournament. Said that really good, but some few years ago, you quite boy on more than you the third, you the fourth, and one until some 16 years ago, Ghana was the world champions. And a lot of me sure can say yellow pose here what that Ghana that time Aka me mpumba ka waka nke ye kwako me bo 20%.
No come among some anka will be among those more.
It your fault because you aside cars of Ghana, you didn't see how more Ghana kwako Brazil and I'm there.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, so let's see say if we could be able to get some pictures.
Okay, yes, I think
pictures of that day, memories. Na yehila na ye at least ya this year the cry na yehila na 16 years ago. Na ye last year like ye crab dia and he yan way phone as well. Let our viewers also see. Ebi can be I didn't pull out. No, I didn't pull out.
Oh yes, had it not been the memory me coffee, can't care. Sometimes if you make Facebook posts a year on, Facebook reminds you. Okay,
yes, it keeps on reminding you.
Time ago, either than that, na can be okay. You move the date is I, Madam dear man, any meeting. It's because Facebook post when you made in the past is reminding us that there is something of that sort that happened some years ago. Either than that, a lot of us we've forgotten about it.
So if
and yet campus so Ghana ankasa zai. Yeah, ball was me I was special that was. Second World Cup most camp qualifier. Ghana ball ankasa for some years now. Ishada. Nti ama ball po interest here. Ya bake back into history na ya opo ya over because the more I go back into history ko cover may happen. It happened some years ago more. Scampala, many more but rather replicate your zone any ewo scampala. Ne work up one nebu. History said me yani every day then we try as much as possible. You're cooking a very good result currently.
Alright, so
Empress.
Where are you?
Yes.
Is it not
Dominic Edia? So this guy, but you see, Empress, sometimes
where is he as well?
The Edia me talk about yaki.
Hey, Mali, mommy, a country.
And this guy was a go king, but can go king we will go be brave. I think he won the goal king and the golden ball. Golden ball, the best player of the whole competition. Dominic Edia. Akaka Suarez the boy Meshele. This is the guy who headed the ball into the net. Mo Suarez Shele.
That African World Cup
2010.
Ma Asamoah and skill.
This is the guy. More he headed the ball into the net. More Luis Suarez. Vanessa Shele.
Okay.
This guy, a very serious striker. Yes.
Wow.
That's Jonathan Mensah. Jonathan Mensah and Bob Blaster spoke some time ago. The day are you? Then that squad they met. A golden boot yes, that's the goal king for the competition.
Okay.
That boy is here by this Daniela J. A very good goalkeeper. This guy, but man, a chance of Blasters. Should I say Asian yet? In my boy, Baba. Asian gave this guy a back pass. I think Ghana versus Morocco some years ago.
Is it Asian?
Yeah, is it Michael Asian. Michael Asian gave this guy.
Is it not this guy?
Michael Asian. Yeah, man, this guy back pass. Yeah. Asian did not calculate.
Bypass and a
back pass. A man, a back pass, he calculate him. He be okay, I won't care player working. A man, a back pass or guy, player or value. And they blamed this guy. It's normal because you cannot look at Asian and blame him for giving a back pass. Until they blame me, that was the last time this guy kept the post for Ghana.
Okay.
Yes. I can
see. Me sure he did the last goal.
Yes. Penalty kick. You can get the day I using a can know.
Tears of joy. Okay.
And there's a man who led us to victory. Can't guy remember her to God be the glory. That's Ransford say.
Where is he?
Ransford say. Now Ransford say me put your ball for 10 years possible. He was a captain before the day stepped in.
Okay.
Hey, under 20, I talk about under 17 and he's the back captain. Ransford say very good player. Many Dominic Edia, a combination together with Adik Adams. Very good players. This Salas Bobotete. Mayor Valley, Ghana, Eva Holly, 2009 under 20 World Cup. Yeah. Yes. This. Nima yeshati clean na boy do ma cream.
Don't mention
yes. It. As you do moment you angry Pokemon boy do my.
I'm trying. Hey.
This is Emmanuel Ajimambedu. Ajingo Bebeto. Yes. Hey there. me what the last penalty really
Wow.
a jingle bebeto. Yes, these are yes, this is Daniel Aji. Charlie, yeah, ball it.
Hey, that me all one there.
Oh yes, now more as the last penalty me even win World Cup you. Now there are people who want to donate.
Hey.
But ball we but we knew and to donate but what me if they may have the police so like an implement yeah too much. The Empress.
Okay. And see that is well, it's all good for us and our the nature of our football in the country, dear me, it takes only grace because I mean the moment you way more team, you can see some of them they've retired, but now I was asking Cosmos, like Cristiano Ronaldo, he's 40 years and he's still playing, and he made me know, Cristiano Ronaldo is a yeah he may it's an Messi but they one in a million, and see maybe that is how God created them. And see you don't want to bar. We would continue the show with our political communicators. WestCoast Morning on WestCoast TV. And I see people there. I train here, my train one. But this is the time for us to talk about what is happening in our communities, in our country. Now, with me in the studio, Honorable. I like the Pintolo. In man one door too common. So Pintolo, the Ekan will be able the Honorable Pintolo. He is the assembly member for the Jabin Chrome electoral area. And see Honorable Pashabo Akwaba.
Yeah.
Abokoe. Naka fandi anaka handa. But are you not a hunter? I don't
remember what kind was that?
And Simon, how was that?
The Aka hunter, Matty, but me fluent them, very much minimas, so I didn't.
Oh, okay. I didn't know then to Munka hunter. Now, I'm when you are brand, but I'm a hunter. No, and mix in it. Okay. Okay, and see Jabin Swa, Kekani, Kenyan Quesa, a Canada book or electoral area.
Well, Odika, Mamma, a tearful night of Fina Archie. Na Mamma also money Juma, the Woody Juma soon. Jabin Crum Yaboko.
Okay.
And the military or 4 communities combined.
Okay.
The Jabin Crum, on an walk on one, you Tibu.
Maybe a Cosmos View School. Them school no money.
Yeah, the best school in a Hunter West. Yes.
Akobia.
Oh, Minion Okobi.
Nimianum almost
the best school in a Hunter West.
Oh yes.
Oh, go to my GS office. I check records.
Oh yeah, young fancy her. Me pay me a problem.
Too much.
I hear the mark have been one.
Okay, and Tibu.
Tibu.
Okay.
You were in Fita near
Moku.
Moku.
Eh, mented that. I'm jabbing crom na Tibu pen a matter.
Oh, no. You were Fita or you were Moku.
Oh,
we know what you know.
Is Fita different from Elang?
One Elang.
Okay.
Elang in your company will be see a down.
Elang company for the told Elang.
But he didn't say in Fita.
okay. But I am queer.
So far, so good. I'm there. Bibia Rokodo, Kankakra.
Okay.
Yes. Do one. You sushi danka by now, Yinya. But it takes process. Ghana, Yaninya Mabaya, some na Choleta bra to an amount of hard. And Yana, you knew that in here.
Okay.
But you go, you push small. I believe that very soon. Never start door pick.
Okay.
Cosmos of I know we there.
Oh yes, I want to call me busy school. The way we take home.
Enjoy your best.
Cosmos New School Assembly, young fancy because I okay, maybe I think he has to pay. Anytime he mentions Tibu School, you will pay.
Anyway, honorable,
you will pay.
It's simply because this school no will. Oh yes. This year kadi yako all student reunion pa onya bibi. I just say boy kadi yako ye the bedroom so. Either than that onya bibi.
Ati dem yan bi okwa hunter man. Those days no miss school.
Then you know okwa hunter man. Yeah, student reunion no be dan ko.
Di onya bibi. Onya patch dem.
Okay, see if our memory serves me my memory serves me right. Was it 2023? And 2024 no way one 2023 and yes and what told Monaba. Okay, and say from that moment to this time no ebia some changes be about a chrome wa mayenwe
changes there depending on where you stand. Definitely and you two be and the same. That one even twins cry you pay in your kakra. Okay, until definitely there will be a change. It can be positive, it can be negative. I think one of the idea all the was accountability to the community. And when they or any partnership, I didn't the people the China Republic that are training part, especially where it involves money and other resources. We have any interest when you be an pay or money scam. So on fano. We could have board, normal football, team look about ball. Man born away. Go from water. Obia wa de ope. So There were issues and things we discuss some within the community. People say no, every year was over by account. Unfortunately, the year 2, the election accounting into my mother. So it created a lot of perception in Canada because it cannot confirm. I always say that we discuss we see India. In the actual sense, indeed.
Intiao as the aspirant then.
Yeah.
What do you think was the reason to that accountability and other accounting to the community?
And the books in the see any. Yes, we all live in the community. The books in see any, but you can manage it. Once you're a leader, sometimes you have to be creative. Afterwards, make this kind of copy of books and Jews can bye bye. Gemini, books can here, no me and sometimes Odu baby, I advise guy Mono, he's my friend, up to date. We are friends. We meet, we talk. Just last week, me and Geji, one of our questions, he came around, we all share ideas. I advise we met him catching them as I ever know forget about a committee for no. Who image no to the president, minister, and minister, what about to Abenetia? Peskebi na release. They will say for na as we dream but then will be also an adjo. So when I took over, when got deep into Mosi or none there was some perception. Let me use that word like that. The one I took over, the first thing I did was meet the committee for and we are all friends. I am the Kukra and classmates. Catch on the master because somebody there because it's one of the things the old administration in our work. Abano, let's all be careful about it. 2, to manage it well, you want maybe your day scab a cronin. Every activity there or pipe or managed by the committee. Okay. Your local announcement or manage your 2 or a career private, they were minor and they were only in a Bible tree. Your walk 1 and 1 year community burn. Your week be weekends, be Sundays especially. Oh, management be more control, go to am here, those in your purple room. It's the media. Also 1 and 1 year, why and there was some son of answer with butcher's car into amount of butcher. Carrying trees 10 CD a month. Do the under the abandoned them was some son about you 10 CD. This 3 streams in it should be well managed. To take the doubt Yama private person on her pipes name boy account man a day be an office can into accounting into any day assembly man about this can into a dano only the assembly man neither in here yes can woody only committee near I could go I the shopping cry hey I need that but soon see now and those perceptions in American they all agreed until you buy susun account the man pipe na announcement until daily basis send the announcement at the channel there will be another this kind of command.
So the announcement is for the community, not a personal
okay. Your personal one only one mine
okay
until more mine in here
okay
until your woman ko what is susu book in that on your committee on your BB until what the announcement we this kind of command susu ne ba no mark the same as the pipe or mark and but sometimes I can have the ahena within a month then we take records we book no January and you be 100 or 50 then when we hear the main one or yeah community but one banner would hear only your bank or account because on up or your bulk be within 3 days in the EDG we are account near the account. So I directed the training able operate account. I'm the principal signature. Union committee chairman, then the account, your financial, your friend treasurer, and also or to sign it. But maybe keep in books, because the account book, so the day man, we could have every day, although every day or day, training I sign or 2, you ever sign, but conspiracy not trust until I decided that I'm the union committee chairman. I want to keep books, account books, I think so far, you share then instead of your book 1 year, I suddenly I write the accounting. to create the perception yanya no half the year until 6 months ni ina ya hwehwe baby one ko ye no correct it then yeah to last year around June yeah for the from January to that time then December so yeah this year so yeah the first half of it yeah the second half no obokodo I think I want no yeah and nyama bi so wa na ya wono you need health center.
Okay.
Na enim there all these years I'm in school or Abra Robert Estates basic school now. I thought that Jabunkum were access to the clinic now or no. Until the last time you back communal labor, I catch them there. People will see one day because we need names. Any clinic then, answer clinic no see. Answer na Mama aware there. Being access, I just say you more grill company.
No, this is working hours. Or you're very dicey. And there previously, what was happening was mostly about 90%. Let me. Not to exaggerate, I'm finding about 80% of the people around in here more grey.
Okay.
Irrespective of the food, until first, no, nanke eat more grey. You are alcohol, wombako, woman will change the policy, no, on your home management issue.
We change it from wombako to more.
Dear one kasa.
One cotempe.
Then those days, man's and mammy.
Yes.
No, a midwife or yeah, can nurse. And no, you will take Gregona, you will Jabukum one and eight, and to be an offer be yara, utum ba, Bobo Abu, mammy, nurse, we yellow, I walk in
Greg nurse and attend room war into our fan to them.
Already for a
okay.
Dinny time, yeah, will be baby, and try worker, or yeah. Now, head sent to be unbent those days, no bend this accent, and I disco, and I'm gonna until fast now, I coffee key. Near a coffee in the it was like Obia was coming, but in there no when you know Binoti as far as Takra day be home. When you're about 5 o'clock, no what trouble no man. And yeah, just say, so the community took the initiative there. You're paying Uncle say yes, yes, a lot of people promised. Only the why they are showing them a football. Obeshe about one farm back. Yes, I'm possible and I know my land, a piece of land on the other about in the started. When I took over, so now you're quite a foundation, yeah, plan, I don't know. Plan no would delay Kaka. Listen to the day when you're attacking Carford.
And about may hold on wall, technical food one. Land will release you what time and I will what's Nippon or one and send our ban.
Them December, you're 12. Your festival yedi.
Yes, that
the last week of up to January 1st. Until now I was part of the planning committee for some time. Until that year, you know, you're drinking with the yeah, you treat is kind of need oh about 20,000 on my now with you 10 about 20 need how you do school 1 week, yeah, so for to be among and it has moved for about 10 years. Until that year, you have to be BC in any. I was part of the planning committee. I wasn't there the assembly member. Until you have to be BC in any day, you bear day. Then you know the Arjuna Bay, oh, young tough ridge, young farmer, you have a cheap compound, your community center, your one boy, or your man, nurse near or now or your one person. Until or shall this young out of region, so be so, yeah, and to Jesse, very views. Nti ekobon na mama ndie de afi ye pede BBC ne no do de yedia income bi o be mu no ya fa nkoto wa de for year ne asan ye de akobobo no mpe ye de bi no so it was Jojo na obam de na ye ponji ye ni bi bia nurse ni na o ye dwuma nti da me dia ye mpe bi kakra na ye fa ma yes okay so dem de na no one my land nti the land we de be ye so that year ye deba especially for to raise fund for and go for promise cement be me rough about 80 bags totally be and do a small community to be mama 2 bag mama 1 bag that's time Ti or promise. The one obey them maybe no. Then I bet today.
One can say one quantum that
One can say
you are not far from project.
Nti man am ba director that time na man be no man pinyin be no head director dey help I didn't help dey here. Woman the standard foundation and our plan na yam fine because if you are quickly see oboba na ye need you I had your down to credit ha not the issues aba yam pa abandon project be aho nti you better took some time no dey plan be nti community you will messing for her once what they messing work your capital for what year so we met them that time I be assembly man the planning you be anything okay any bush and nature be and we are the foundation stage there was cement we have now used about 100 bags of cement in Nasa you be a blocks the blocks in the go you be so your foundation na you go do nyam onche ofro baba nti you go do ya chichi
Okay, nti you still watching should I say exclusive interview? This one is kinda interview. I am sure that you are also enjoying it. Honorable Pintolo Betrian, the way forward, Jabin Chrome, Tibu, the milk two in Mekai, two no work and the one fanchem. He will help us to get the names when we return. Not yes, it show not yet. And this is West Coast TV, Erisha West Coast Morning. Yane Honorable Pintolo, Assembly Member for Jabin Chrome Electoral, also ne electoral in all 4 communities. Hey, ever otopo dia no otopo ngotio. Sometimes I wonder, ebi wa ne communities today be I will say yo bokro yami ekrom. Then ni na wo na I think that it is time the assembly has to create new electoral areas because
but can't care sometimes it's not a afa bokura the bafa kana zia dwonwa so afa kana nianwa
bokura e de dwonwa medicals HK
ebi oka they will not get the number more they can make an electoral area
so on they are looking at a specific number before
yes or numbers no what they
apart from numbers no the distance no
yes
every day say you bokura I think since January 2 police stations
yes
but no the nearest community no be Aketechi
yes
until Fanade from Bokro to Usejo from Bokro to Aketechi
now from Bokro to Biao
from Bokro to Biao but there the number Usejo very short
yes but then Bokro ye cross
say Bokro say when your friend Freti so one can say electoral area one Freti would have been added to Otopo yes
I see
nti oma oye nyama bebre ibi wo wa na distance no hwe a bo there or then ankotin oye
and some community like Yamiokrom those villages
if you don't add Yamiokrom to Eusiedwa and Yamiokrom be kwen
so why is it that 1 year okay I will concentrate maybe we would because me when the juma no oyedin
in the wisdom of the mkan the atamas on the started the motorbike because they say that free movement oh me kwa ha na afro na eko
nti akofa moto na aba mbisa quick one since you want moto isam we question just a quick one and
let me read my
pass resolution
nti we moto no
okay information
next year
okay
anyway I'll my uncle Facebook na me read the comments be or na I am liking the interview interaction. Also, this one is from Margaret Mensah. She says, "Good morning, West Coast. We thank God for today. My regards to Greenwood Academy staff, students, and the headmaster, and our groom Kobe Might Lele. Enjoy your honeymoon." Okay. So here from Prince Kwame Isaac. He says he is talking about ball nana you're discussing also that Ghana triumph made me a laughing stock at home. Both the young and old were on me simply because I had always been a Samba boy since Korea, Japan. In fact, I still am. It's a shame that I have never been attached to any of the national teams. Winning against Brazil with a man less, those boys had some grit. That triumph should have triggered some massive investment in Ghana football. Shamefully enough, the winning team didn't even make it to the next edition. That is from Prince Kwame Isaac on Facebook. Honorable Bachbo yet was already say we've been able to talk about the health center more you are trying as much as possible care say benya communities benya health center ye hila ale my facilities the kone working more still ale it is still vibrant yehila health center and yeva ebi a school ebi kania bowo park exclusive one be
yeah men kan the lecture area ni mu schools wo ye wo JEB or military about a private
okay
and it's still functioning ye wo St. Teresa's or a private
I know JEB to be in Javinkro St. Teresa's
ono before any branch local park one or there boy am from ono wo na ye wo Jabinkro Presby ankasa
only a government school
okay. Or the mother school
almighty
oh okay
ehona my family no bia ho no fa asane ye wo Zion Hill ono so wo ho no ono so your primary school but ono so your private asane ye wo grade basic so
almighty
ho no even the government schools all you two the grade basic and the Jabinkro Presby and when you know they are performing very well Jabinkro there or the markman because I've been the immediate past vice chairman or OPT you know until yeah yeah, every week be am pa ho a me fa ho. Although for now I'm not there again because I be assembly member no. Enti me PTA vice chairman one gote in Abadia. Nti mo ko every bia en ya pro there no so obepagya ni mu. At least you be yetum ya pro some Dexis be. That time I be assembly member last year ni. Ya pro be ya the man one. Nti you go do just Monday no. I went there with Madam Kukua. You didn't come off or computer lab. The no check books be my JHS for no. I was privileged to join the team. You could do one we take advantage near the year. Also you go do you heard the school no page anymore. I think when here small innovations be because of a press or a missionary school now government take over. Your name are sorry for so it didn't come on. Although I didn't I'm sorry for when should I direct benefit what to correction or the other you know. But I can want my positive also or man or function pa.
Me sure they call grave there. I want them mouth headache too much because why company now.
The grave mostly the company no one. Until what most one for stretches ni na ye company na oya ma nti we ordinary small motivations ekonem hu nkranhye na so record
okay nti yen share now as you being the assembly member no nyama wo siwenwado there epede eye aside health center na wa sha ase no are there any other thing that you would like to bring on board?
Yeah, apart from health center na I mean baby me be na we use no ya mfa community center na we see rooms for and store rooms akuna na we use nti me ne one di nkomo ama yenya bed one nti just over the weekend ya me ne committee fu na ye dey community ba carpenter for no ya tonta abo na ade ma wa partition no this when you baby at least say yara obotum akro inside wo because you dey be a benyin she ho na be say aba wo bi droba do say you know anti ono yaye the announcement side no the previous the announcer no so share no do bi botto edu bi wo otum botto ni ndu na wada ho but ye be no nti yaye dey renovate work akra ono so ye gudo yaye ceiling na ade ewi wa ke small painting bi a ye ono de ono ye small ye kitikiti kra because announcer na da ye painter the ono ade ye bottle paint na ma no one day a be ma osie ni dubiem ni ye oye adosua de kase ye electrification extension. Okay. I think the last time I mining bi was about 10 to 12 years ago. And Kenata, time I know you're assembly member. Na yenyebi.
Kenata, you're NADMO director now.
The current NADMO director.
Okay.
He was the first assembly member or the electrician. Okay. Time what tin fee Abraham.
Okay.
So he spent 4 years. Now fire butcher 8 years. So 12.
The one electrician we did just for 12 years. Yeah, do 2 years.
Yeah, they
just 14 years.
Okay. The fresh electric area kind of much than you need, but we were part of Abra. No, what way? Until you ama one new site, you know, and then the Great Bay factory or until a lot of people moved to new site and meanwhile I light behind no. Until make a chill baby, I've been much light if you are. Odra no fine, will be crowd would more fridge because then they'll be able to a source of pay power into on power one. Nti only the oyi so you kese pa say minya mo mine I will be very 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 happy. Me committee secretary. They be all cause there that week you know. They will be gineni no. I don't want to be extension no. Nti ye gudo aye di nkomo. Me ne MC ye di nkomo. Officially have written to the MC. Your name madam ye di nkomo. No so ya copy no. Your name had director no. Ye di nkomo ya chairman officially oni we dem can yedi komo you good yedi we are hoping the next extension be will be part the ono yade a odem akoma do pa then because new site na be kese no wama some inner roads be o de yi ye de ankeke ye kwekutwa ni mo wa na rains ne started oroba nti fortunately so the drip coordinator so jabukrum wa no fi okay I think NDC abanu we ondi jabukrum hwambo nti on the just a phone call ye gude ye dia ho nkomo de say foam ye solid kakra drip machine ne babana abohwe na we reshape the roads na me I think say ono koye ya yebotum yakade ya yebi just need that na me director so you nkomo sanitation or the new site no nsu sam no no re ya de no ho say wale ni bula wo fie ni ya and then there sometimes it also bring risks bula na papa ben nti ye di nkomo de ye benya pipe bi ye dey am especially the new site old site in the park one no ye will be finfin wo so ye about to abanu ma ekuru bi ben nti no so wo finfin kakra no nhye dan ko but specifically new site no ye pro de ye benya bi time am be take over no then you need public praise where you ye will be but odu baby no ayama it was abandoned no one some bebre the be especially when what area ho no because no so wa be she kro nti this e twam ho o na go na be then ti e kode kohwede and it was embarrassing when can them because odu baby na ayama no you know black people akọ be jam we si ho na bia ya pe me say be ni no wo ye wo nyam wo porting bag no ase de ko gu inside nti ye dey carry motwe wo ben was because of the porting bags na de no wontu nti nkomodidi we've gotten obia na nkasa kofa and it was ye the PPE public private partnership be and it was so simple the any kan okay ye ni ska na ye de be no because amount no wo bobo no na ade no na onye ska kakra ba nti nipa na ye ne kan no ye nde okay dam de na nsa diska ne be shim nti okay dam de bibia e boto bia no let's be witness to it ni ho e kaabo and as I speak why bibia correct as CCR no we use I think ochina kra ye ne betina phone because he has operated it for about 2 months and then it na phone na o mine no ya share your womb then we take ni me had be nti ngan kakra so no ye ya there is a proposal on on the decks there you were another one wo krona say park wo why maybe but on your mind dey onu or your school there but on mine use am abe on mine dey nti there's a proposal on the decks they say you have your first one na or you good at why not yen school because on mine no will use na the same person and then copy another operator na so mo operate e ho no na so serve as for no since here in the the new site no most no dan by just na adu fie nti onye yi na unfortunately cry and this assembly so e public toilet see okay what's some projects binti we jay unless they are to the market place public places only no assembly ni see but for community there onye yi
I mean with that particular thing many assembly are doing we need to encourage
esifia na
esiwo oye te dan we see na we see be there the current dan ye see the only encourage them man dey be see many assembly ni ya
the budget here for this year ni na no oye out nti obi mpo no bi say because no bi so here bi then the explanation they gave was since an assembly no we jay see nti ye hwe e ho so yes ye gudu ana ye didi nkomo bi so dey ehwe a ye ho no na ye wo yi bi a odo ye informal but ye monetizing obey yi won go to banchi wo ho no na every Sunday morning what the banchi be bre obiara enforce one but go fufu kwesimi ntim na ade no wo boboto
okay
nti ehun de no wo de ba one abrofo himfo what the bagon wa abotan jabin krum wa abotan because people nkofo dem nkofo baba wa aboto binim kra fifi nearby villages ones ma ho baby na whatever okay but me because it wasn't well structured now I don't want to know the who go informal one nti me teams bi akasa there and for now assembly ama they go ahead ne dey ye Sunday after church no ya ye small market nti bia enamfo kakra baba annual fo kakra baba mokok fo kakra baba ne ya some local AB after church nti ye gudu a no so ye didi ho nkomo we believe there nsu no ye eyi kakra office system no because we are using ye ni market ankasa nti ye use ye street ni mu na ye de aye nti ode ye ma nsu no okofom kakra na wo so be ya wo de nyama ba nya afi na nsu no to no wo sesa ka bu baby no be create nyama bebre and I starting year oba na onya inconfidence another time oba na on be nti we are hoping there also whether any good we'll take it out and
okay and say ma wo ni nyina no I think the Jabin Krom na focus on if I am right.
Yes.
What about the other 3 communities? And also have
yeah, more than there. The other communities in here more of grey no quarters.
Okay.
Nti entum for pay and so nkatina ho. Okay. Just a grey worker, na grey allocate room amo.
Okay.
But it's a community on their own.
Okay.
Nti we once wo nyama nkitikiti bia wo hia.
Okay.
Bi wo wa oyedwumasam. Edwumasam onye because obi wa papa na otewo me nya grey worker me ye ba nti ye obi wa ope edwuma bi wa ye so ebi no wa ye di nkomo a then we will link them to edwuma nketekete bi a yan say offer yensem as we speak na say them community police na dey ebi no ama wan that opportunity no wa start edwuma mpo
okay
ambulance assistant as we speak we will training yenya obi ma okoy nti ono wo ho nketekete ya ya de boa e ho na ntum nkode ka ye project bi wo ho de no no di ho nkomo company no wo di nkomo ma wo ye na say na I think moko no na one light system ni ye yenya bobs bi ye de ko bobi wo ye share camp fun us no e kofro na asamba nti grade na won electricians ampa so ye ne mpemfunu ka say de akọ baby day na also ye enjoy one obey ampa so ma later no meti de mpo ni anka one na ye kwakobo because bobs no ya 5 pay but later na learn there we about 3
okay
nti one what dey more of relationship and personal
okay
be a scholarship be na force na to and dem yama no but there benya there o mkesi boho ho ekayede no we hia de but ono no just the company di nkomo na company dey provide am one
okay and say challenges in the me sure they definitely be for me and say be a 1 or 2 challenges everything and a proposal a esha e dey to go and they ma assembly na they will help you na yemfa conviction and
brain challenges ne de men kan de baby ye ne nam nti ebi wo hwa na nke we bo ndo ye challenge ba ye no ye normal because ebi ana sabi assembly people nipa no nim papa bia no original do kra wa hye wa horoba because you are the assembly member
okay
ebi wa kada no padi ya ompe no asemi na e hye na horoba but me welcome them yama no ehun because seven me kada Jabin Krom or category if say mutum ni na NDC na ma for the whole Hunter West e dey ato wo a e kada Jabin Krom na nipa kro ebien bi a hye wa horoba nti e wona o normal
okay
then sometimes anamontubu o walutu a people don't know just present to me community engagement and there obia na ne demand so to say obia na ne demand
okay
nti ebi wo wa onima na mon walutu no nti wo mu ni de enye hwe wo ho asam na aba na enye hwe wo ho and I'm the type sometimes let your action speaks onye kasa because me show bona mantumi ndi da na ma disappoint you
okay
nti most no be can am see you mate simple as to ekwan mo for them solve am no ono ya me masa wodi ane de enya nti ebi wo tum ohia wa the way oba kan asam na oba present asam no mpo no ye but mumu de o normal after all president for action na roba na wa kase ni ma how much more wo eyi nti oye na challenge grow ho let me be frank here yeah ahen manso kakra maybe bohu de Grey as a company one me palace no watching manso and Grey one key stakeholder because one office will be a war ye land do nti anko ye one place the nya development every day me ne Grey penyini di nkomo for grade that will be community street no we can with unit committee chairman kan we can also nature we dey on problem bia I want for let them bra mon your official let tell be no also this say head office grader
head office
oh I'm telling you wokwa no minim bokwa motuma me dey ya bro the letter they wrote back to me was one pair troubles there so me oheni nya undertaking there one machine but what I have the letter still in my file me no oheni ka say am o ye undertaking but me ne just MC take over yakoho and me catch MC in front of grade the keke no it has taken them by 1 year ni o say o catch MC straight there you oheni no we ne twoma so look at this nti oya dia omo ye but onane there nipa no you should be smart because me rim kada me nya ho nti I know how to handle and how to move around and I'm high dey hu baby somebody can and come already di and I'm high somebody can come already so that you don't get yourself in one instant
okay yemfa ebia you be a part 2 of this interview and our interaction.
Maybe a part 2 me ba me motumi dey those letters na ade ni na baba.
Yeah.
Why but ma kan akire wetie from who there. We are not.
Into year sorry. Yeah, queen on the year sorry di. Yinchi a Jabin Kromfo. Tibu. Odam but me
ayi pe 1 weekend na bra. Motumi do ato e ho ni nyina.
First one nka ho.
Catch and the watch school. Say how your site. The best school. Our Ahanta was one and all. Tourist.
Eba me do kwa me do boko rubber ni ma chechel.
The watch is cancer one.
Rubber the way or tina the why you love it.
Especially a co school or unity. Eleba Tibu Chrome why the bedrooms can.
Community. Okay.
Yeah, tray. Chia. Cry.
But they yeah, nkomodino be here for in there no. We chia Jabin Chrome. Funi nyina me wo de binum warhwe yeah I always use the word team but we team wo yes we unit committee for no na ye wo team no so depending on project we see eno so my dey ebo some interclan games bi a next year next month na ye bobo ye wo no team ye wo team ye di egwa no team can use the word team I think is good old education na your team michia obibia na menkande ye nyina yamboa in diverse way then we put Jabin Chrome on the map in the oye ye lead ochina people will come and lead ekroni there since our honkotin there we should all do our part and December ye boy ye games so about to start from
okay
probably by November, middle of November, no, officially will write to you and invite you.
Us. Yes, Baba.
Often when you are teaching,
yeah,
Cosmos, would my buy 5,000 be my push.
Okay. Okay, so on this 5,000 notes, you know, I remember on 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Hey.
Yes. Oh, don't worry, remember on 10,000 Ghana cedis. It's on this notes, you know, you fashion show no umbrella. Missing ye Jemima and many or your honorable Pinto or assembly member for Jabin Chrome electoral area. Jabin Chrome war, I'm broke one of the year and say, yeah, I go to see now bash and one a crown with 2 more fantastic tampa or defra. Me mean that obibiara say I wear sharing and when I was the one comment bay me producers and those are the MCR Nina no so even fat and that's from one gifty and Grace Silda Nina and oh yeah Olive the boy enjoy and then pincho bia na yemfa aseda kesun so ma yen manager papa I de biano or managing yen or yen causing yen ba yes say yeah that's it oh yeah me for china ebesa na ehia na ye show yi zabro Friday edition oh yeah na African week akra enwa nti am watch na ebesa na ehia bye bye for now.